rites of passage of an AI. AI.
AI? You're not an
Huh?
AI. Not AI.
Yeah.
What are you talking
American Indian.
about? Okay.
So this is the thing, okay? Like nowadays, our spiritual popularity is kind of good in some ways. Lots of people want to be medicine people or shamans or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But people forget that they need to go through a vision quest. Some people are going through vision quest and they don't even know that that's helping them to create this individual connection between that individual and creator. So that way they can get guidance of where they're supposed to be going with their lives. But at the same time, that's part of why we have the rites of passage. From going from childhood to adolescence and working our way into adulthood. So when we go through these different passages, we start becoming more and more familiar with who we are, where we're going in this life. And it's often said, if you don't know who you are, or where you came from, or where you're going, then you're obviously pretty confused. You're easy to be blown around like the leaves in the wind. So it's important to do rites of passage. And one of the ways in our way is we do toloche. Toloche is like a tea that's made out of datura or ginseng weed. It's a heavy-duty hallucinogenic. And if it's not done properly, you could go temporary blind or you can go permanently blind. Or you can have hallucination or you can be permanently hallucinating. A lot of people these days are doing this stuff because people want to have these out-of-body experiences or whatever. So they're going down to South America and other places like that, and these guys, they extract stuff from the venomous frogs and things like that. They have people injecting this or smoking it or tasting it, and they get sick, and they don't realize there's after effects, just like other types of drugs and things that can come upon you later on. You never know what it's going to be at because they're experimenting. They're figuring out how to get some of this money that's coming from the Americas or these other countries. And those are not true rites of passages because you're not part of those people in the first place. So I don't know how you could think that you can do your rites of passage in another complete identity form that's not your own. You know? So like I say, though, is like in our ways, we do toloche, we do this tea, and it's under serious supervision, and in this rites of passage, there's a lot of people observing how you're conducting yourself, what you're going through, and what you're supposed to do is as a man, and you're usually about 10 years old, is you're supposed to go out and find a deer. And then you're supposed to make something out of every part of that deer to prove to the community and everyone that if it's needed to, you could take the responsibility, you could take the place of a woman and nurture some other kids or clothe them, feed them. You know, you can make tools and instruments and guide them of how they can go out and hunt or harvest, you know, in the different gardens or whatever there is out there for people to get their nourishments from. So, again, all this has to be prepared right. You have to make something out of it. You make clothing and garments out of the deer skins, make tools, water bags, carrying bags, all sorts of things you can make. And so this is looked at as how you prepare this stuff and how you're acting. And that's going to show others of how you're going to act if certain responsibilities are bestowed on you, whether you want them or they just get thrown on you. So, depending if you successfully make it through, then people know in the village whether you're someone that can be counted on or somebody that they want to avoid sharing any responsibilities with. Because with these shared responsibilities, other people can be expecting you to hold up a certain end of these responsibilities, and if you're not capable of doing it, that could really cause some problems. That's why we have so many problems in today's society, because a lot of people don't hold up their end of the responsibilities that people take it for granted. They feel that they should already know and they don't know because they were never taught. So that's again on our own thing. Us that are the peers, we take it for granted a lot of times that other people already know and they don't know. So again, like I say, and this is just me saying it, that the rites of passage are an important part of your development, your psychological, your physical, and emotional development into becoming a human being, an adult human being. Okay.